Jorge got it. Bell's about to ring here. Well, it just did. Eddie Edwards.
My apologies. We had a little snap on the technical problem there. Got it fixed now.
Did the feed go down?
The feed did not go down.
That's surprisingly if I'm on the show.
So Eddie Edwards, Cedric Alexander. This should be a treat. Like I was saying, if you haven't seen either one of these guys, these are two young, bright, up-and-coming stars. Cedric Alexander still looking to make a name for himself. Eddie Edwards, well-established, but a lot of talent in that ring right now.
Oh, absolutely. Eddie Edwards, former ROH World Television and Tag Team Champion, a regular foreigner on the Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan tours. This guy stayed in the dojo, knows exactly what he's doing. He's a master of different types of wrestling styles, and the Die Hard nickname that he's been given to wasn't something that he thought of. It was something that he earned, wrestling with a broken elbow, a broken arm, a separated shoulder. This guy never says quit. You know, he's the consummate professional.
Thought you didn't know much about him.
I lied. Cedric Alexander, on the other hand, man that I know very well lately. Been getting the front row ringside seat, if you will. Him and Caprice Coleman, CNC Wrestle Factory. Unsuccessfully, they've tried to take the ROH World Tag Team titles from myself and Jimmy Jacobs. And from the looks of it,
we've got about a 50-50 crowd here. I hear a little Cedric, I hear a little Eddie, both in those chants.
I'm going to guess that the front row is all Cedric. Thunderbolt Patterson, though, over there is really voicing his opinion to anybody that's not a good guy.
Side headlock here by Eddie Edwards on Cedric Alexander. Of course, last time we came to you on High Spots TV, Cedric Alexander in a great match with Kevin Steen, who we'll see later tonight. Hey, Kevin Steen, all he had. Kevin afterwards talking about the fact he would be happy to wrestle Cedric again.
He was very impressed.
Spoke to me after that match as well, talked about how impressed he was with Cedric, said that the kid would still come up short if they did it again, but that people better not be sleeping on Cedric Alexander. And if Eddie is sleeping on him here, he'll find out the hard way just how good this kid is.
He's smooth, and I really like that when he goes to ROH, he's teaming with Caprice Coleman, a veteran of the wrestling wars, over 15 years. He's learning his craft. But I do believe that Cedric Alexander will be a huge singles wrestling star, whether it be PWX, ROH, or beyond. Kid has the personality, the talent, the heart for it. He's a can't miss.
The young man I have had my eye on since January 2011 when I got to see him for the first time. Great string there by Eddie Edwards. Great combination of moves. 2 count there for him against Cedric. Like I said, I saw January 2011, first time I saw him. Knew then I was seeing something special. It's been a treat over the past couple of years watching this kid grow up in the ring. He's got his hands full tonight with Eddie Edwards. Like I said, a Ring of Honor Triple Crown winner. And a guy just known for being flat tough. Like you said, that Die Hard name, something he earned. Not something that was just picked, not something that was just given to him by somebody else. A name they earned the hard way. And as smooth and as talented as Cedric is, this is a guy you're going to have to beat. You're not going to sneak up on Eddie Edwards.
No, Eddie Edwards is a student of the game.
Those great kicks by Cedric, calls himself kick to kill. I have been on the receiving end of one of those, unfortunately.
Me too. Now, Chris, let me ask you a question. Do you think that Eddie Edwards was surprised at the crowd reaction tonight? Usually, the fans are 100% behind Eddie Edwards. He's getting a little bit of the boos, the hometown hero in Cedric Alexander. Do you think that's knocking him off his game a little bit?
Could be. Neither man here able to make any real inroads. They keep going back and forth here. One gets a kick, one gets an elbow shot, one gets a punch. It keeps going back and forth. Oh, but a great running knee there. And a quick cover. Eddie with a 2 count.
I'm surprised Eddie Edwards didn't hook the leg right there. He knows better.
Eddie Edwards has been a fan favorite here in Charlotte, like you said, is getting, Cedric Alexander certainly from here in Charlotte, getting that hometown reaction from the fans, and now here in front of these kids.
Very un-Eddie Edwards-like.
Eddie could be showing some frustration. It could be frustrating to him that, that these fans are choosing Cedric over him. He is the veteran. Cedric's still the young pup, still wet behind the ears, and now stinging across that chest, I'm sure.
Would you say Eddie Edwards may have taken him for granted?
And now right here by Cedric's family, that's his family there in the second row.
That's right. Some woman tried to hit Eddie Edwards. She might have done it, but he won't sell that. Too many years of teaming with Davey Richards.
Eddie verbally assaulting Cedric's family, but Cedric coming right back with chops of his own.
I'd have sold him too. Look, she's trying to hit him.
Now Eddie was biting him on the face. Oh, just a heavy-handed chop.
See, Eddie, this is why I don't like the fans.
Blowing a kiss. Cedric's family, Eddie Edwards.
That's why Jay Lethal's family doesn't like me, because I dated his mother. That might not be a true story. Blew her a kiss.
Now, Eddie taking a page out of your book here, really concerning himself with the fans and not so much with his opponents.
Well, they're irritating, Chris. Think about it. People in Charlotte for the last 30 years have been cheering Ric Flair. They're not very smart. But don't worry, now they have a hero in North Carolina.
Thank you for calling North Carolina home.
Took a beach house to convince me. You should check out the pictures on my Twitter.
Twitter at Steve Carino. Follow him. Follow me at The Shore Slant. And of course, fans, let us know what you think of tonight's PWX show at PWX Wrestling 1 at High Spots TV. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for the show. Evil twist of fate. Right now, Eddie Edwards has Cedric Alexander exactly where he wants him. And you got to believe that whoever wins this match here has to be considered as a future contender for that PWX Heavyweight Championship.
Well, why aren't I considered for the PWX Championship?
Well, you lost tonight.
That was by mistake. Like, really by mistake. Not just making excuses.
Now the crowd trying to get behind Cedric Alexander here. Cedric slipping out.
He's slippery.
Getting some elbows there to the midsection of Eddie Edwards. Eddie teeing off. Cedric not getting an inch.
Chris, I'm going to have to leave you here for a second. I got to go poo. But I'm going to give you off to Grizzly Redwood.
Okay.
I'll be back, though.
That'd be great.
All right. Maybe I'll bring some water, since Tyshawn won't.
It is hot here in the neighborhood theater. Oh, there you see great athleticism from Cedric Alexander.
I'm going to show you some great athleticism now. I'm out of here.
Steve Carino stepping out. About to be joined here by Grizzly Redwood, one half of the PWX Tag Team Champions.
I came in just at the right time. Cedric Alexander with a beautiful dive wiping out Eddie Edwards.
Cedric seemed to take some of the impact as well. You got both guys down on the ring, or down on the floor. They got to get back in the ring. They want to be able to finish this one.
You got to beat a 10 count.
Referee Mitch Blaylock up to 6 here. 7. Cedric gets Eddie Edwards back in the ring, breaking the count.
He gets him in, and what Cedric's got to do is Cedric's got to capitalize here. He's got to get Eddie while he's down. Eddie Edwards is one of the toughest competitors in pro wrestling.
Great springboard there. Big clothesline. He's got him coming here. 2 and
3. Oh!
Eddie Edwards kicks out at the last second. Cedric thought he had him there.
Almost had him.
Referee Mitch Blaylock right there in great position. Now Cedric needs to follow up.
Cedric, and this crowd is very much behind Cedric Alexander.
Any chance we heard for Eddie at the beginning are gone away now. Cedric Alexander firmly in control of this crowd. If he could stay on Eddie here, he might have an opportunity to put him away. Oh, give Eddie a chance to recover. That's what happens.
And Edwards on top. And these guys are going blow for blow, back and forth. They are matching strike for strike.
Codebreaker tight move there, but Alexander pops him up. That could be
He's
it
got
here.
him again.
1, 2, and
3.
oh!
That is close. That is close. And this crowd is on their feet.
Referee Mitch Blaylock, I'm not sure how he was able to stop his hand. That's about as close as it gets, folks. Cedric frustrated. What's it going to take to put away Eddie Edwards?
It's got to take a lot. Cedric is giving him everything he has, and Eddie just keeps kicking out and keeps kicking out. I don't think there's anybody tougher in professional wrestling than Eddie Edwards. Mentally, physically, this guy's as tough as nails.
Cedric Alexander here looks like he's heading to that top rope. He's known for his frog splash from up there. Eddie's been on that mat for a while. It's taken Cedric a long time to get up there.
Eddie moves, but Cedric sees him out of the way.
He recovered in time, but runs into a big chop. And look at both of these guys staggered from everything they put each other through. Neither man giving up. Look out. You can see that backpack chin buster here. Edwards move.
Come back to the
spot. Back. 1, 2,
Cedric's down, and he's
out.
out. He's out.
Cedric able to kick out again. And now Eddie Edwards showing frustration that it's not enough to put him away.
As tough as we all know Eddie is, and like I said, he's one of the toughest men in pro wrestling. Cedric Alexander personifying guts with that kick out right there.
I told you folks, these are two of the best on the indie scene today. Eddie Edwards, long established. Cedric Alexander still perfecting his craft. But you see the talent level that he is able to take this veteran as far as he has here.
He is standing toe-to-toe with one of the best professional wrestlers on the planet.
That's what he got planned here. Cedric trying to prevent a suplex. Trying to use leverage.
Eddie with the best. Oh, reversal by Cedric. Reversal after reversal.
Eddie holds on smartly.
Oh! Big backbreaker by Cedric Alexander.
Here. He's got him hooked up hard.
Near fall.
Oh, my God. Eddie Edwards reaching down deep, flipping out of that pinfall attempt. And Cedric Alexander just looking at the ref in bewilderment. How could it only be 2?
Cedric's got to get up. Cedric has got to capitalize. He can't get taken down back. He can't get taken back by the fact that Eddie Edwards is kicking out of everything he's thrown. He's got to stay on him. He's got to capitalize while one of the best professionals in the world is down.
Eddie Edwards is not unbeatable, but if Cedric wants to do it here now, he might be going for that corner drop kick. He's known for this. That'd be it. Eddie had him scouted.
Oh!
Eddie drops him down. Great impact there. Look out!
Oh!
Spinning kick from Cedric. And now once he got planned, oh God, super
back
kick.
And forth and back and forth. I don't think either man will stay down.
Oh, and the drop kick there. These guys are beating each other half to death, and yet nobody will go down. And this crowd jacked up for Cedric Alexander now. He's going for that drop kick. This could be it here. He's got him hooked. 1, 2, and oh my God!
Another near fall. Another big kick out by diehard Eddie Edwards.
I cannot believe Eddie Edwards kicked out of that. He has taken blow after blow from Cedric Alexander, and somehow this match continues.
These men are worn. These men are beat down. It's all about now who's going to dig deeper and who's going to outlast the other one.
I was beginning to think referee Mitch Blaylock couldn't count to 3. This is unbelievable. How does this much... Both of these guys have just administered damage to each other. And you hear this crowd expressing their pleasure with this match.
And a frenzy.
And was going for that frog splash, but Eddie saw it, got the knees up,
That hurts. Eddie, quick to his feet. How he's doing it, I don't know. He's taking his turn to the top.
Now what's Edwards got planned here? Double stop across the back. And a quick cover. Two and...
Oh, he's got it. He's got the Achilles lock.
Achilles lock is sunk in deep.
He's got the Achilles lock. Cedric's got to dig deep. He's got to fight. He's got this crowd behind him, and he's got to use it. He's got to get to these ropes.
Cedric is in a tough spot here. Eddie Edwards.
And he drags him back.
Trying to seek him down the middle. Now stop him on the top of the head.
Oh, he's out. He's
continues.
out. That ref's got to stop the fight. He's out. He's out.
Cedric Alexander knocked unconscious.
Diehard Eddie Edwards with the win. Cedric Alexander could not continue. He did not give up. He did not stay down. He fought with everything he had, and that personifies PWX Wrestling. That match is PWX Wrestling.
Cedric Alexander was in a compromising position, unable to defend himself. Referee Mitch Blaylock having to stop that fight to make sure he was safe. A valiant effort for Cedric Alexander, but coming up short tonight, Eddie Edwards, your victor. You got to believe now, Grizzly, that Eddie Edwards, PWI International Ultra J champion, great win over Cedric Alexander. He's got to have his eyes on PWX heavyweight champion Caleb Conley.
Absolutely, and that is a contest I would love to see. I'm sure you would love to see it. That is a big money match.
Eddie Edwards now, what's he got planned? Standing over Cedric.
I know Eddie Edwards, I know Cedric Alexander. I've traveled the roads with both of them over the past few years. I guarantee you, Eddie Edwards is looking for a handshake right here. It's all about sportsmanship between these two fighters.
Cedric Alexander has been in 2 wars here at the Neighborhood Theater for PWX. Kevin Steen last month, Eddie Edwards this month. And Edwards looking for that handshake. I'm not sure that Cedric's capable of giving it to him at this point.
He's having trouble getting up. He is out on his feet right now.
And a great show of respect. Just as I started to speak about a show of respect, Eddie Edwards.
That is not the Eddie Edwards I know.
Unbelievable. I thought we were going to see a show of respect here from one of the greats in professional wrestling being taken to his limit by Cedric Alexander. I thought he was going to honor that, but instead spits in the young man's face.
You've got to give it to Cedric Alexander. Did he win? No. Did he give up? Not by a long shot. If you believe in moral victories, that was a big one for Cedric Alexander. He went toe-to-toe with one of the best in the business, and he came up short, but not by a lot.